good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. To everybody who's been watching our previous videos, thank you so much. We see the love, we receive it, and you know we give it right back like 10 times more. If you are, however, still new to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe. So I really can't wait to tell you guys what I got up to because I was very excited when I started shooting it. And today we are cooking in the kitchen. We're cooking in the kitchen. So Mulo has a favorite dish, right, that he's starting to like a lot, like in the past couple of years, and I decided that this is something I want to learn how to make because we can't always go to the restaurant, you know, every time he's craving it. And you guessed it, it's Masonja, aka Mopani worms. Guys, okay, wait, a quick backstory. Let me tell you something there. I am super terrified of anything that moves like this, or anything that slithers. Like literally it gives me like the bodily creeps. So I don't like snails, I don't like snakes, I don't like any type of worm, millipedes, centipedes. Oh, literally just the thought of it just makes my body shiver. So I have like a real phobia over anything that contracts and expands, right? So bear that in mind. So when I was making the Masonja, I promise you, I don't know, hey, I just had to pull myself towards myself because I was like, please don't look like you're about to come to life, my boy, because we're gonna have a very tough time between you and I. But it turned out that it wasn't as terrifying as I thought it would be. So I decided, you know what, maybe it's time I learn how to make Masonja, and I did exactly that. So I'll tell you first thing, like, it's very easy to make. It's a very quick meal. It is highly inexpensive, and because it makes Mulo happy, it makes me happy, and it makes both of us happy, which means we are all good in lovey land. Let's talk about the ingredients. Very easy. You don't need a lot, right? I just got some onion, black pepper, I think they said dry thyme, but I'm going to use this one, and cooking oil and just water, and voila, it's that easy. But because we're not going to have it dry, I'm also going to make like tomato gravy just so that we can have it like nice and juicy. So because this was my first time, and before I started, I had to watch a couple of YouTube videos to see how people make it. Although I should have just gone to the family and asked. But I wanted to go knowing that at least I've tried to make it before, you know, just try by myself first, and then I'm going to go consult, because I know they probably have like very specific way of doing it, and that's bound to be yummy because Mulo's grandmother like cooks really good food. So yeah, the next time I think I'm going to ask her. So this is how you make a delicious meal of pap and Masonja. Firstly, you have to make sure that you leave the Masonja overnight in a pot full of water. So the whole process of soaking them the night before you cook them is just to make sure that they are super clean by the time you get to cook them. Add boiling water or just room temperature water, leave them overnight. So that's step one of the cleaning process, right? So when you're officially ready to cook them, the easy part, all you have to do is like cut the onion in half. So chop one half of the onion, so that's going to be used to fry the Masonja, and then the other half will be used for the tomato gravy. And then you chop some garlic as well as green pepper. So the garlic, half an onion, and green pepper will all be for the tomato gravy. Put that to one side, and on one side it's just the onions, and that will be used to fry the Masonja. Okay, so before we start making it, we have to rinse out the water. Remember, it's been chilling overnight, and you'll see when you rinse out the water, it's very brown, so that just shows that we're still cleaning it. And yeah, we're gonna make sure that it's super clean. So drain out that water, rinse it out, and then put the stove on 6. I think you have to cook it on high heat. So this is the boiling process. This is the second step of cleaning the Masonja. It's very important, guys. Please don't skip these steps, because trust me, you'll get so confused when you bite into it and you're like, why does it taste like there's sand? That's usually because some people don't clean it thoroughly. But don't confuse the crunchiness for dirt, okay? So that's cool. So you put the stove on high heat, and you just boil it, I think, for about 15 to 20 minutes. So I boiled it for about 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes, but you can literally just boil it for 15 minutes. That's also still cool, depending on how you want to cook it. Then when you're done with that, you drain the water and you just rinse it out until the water is super clean and clear, right? When I was done with that, I put it on the side. So I put it just in a bowl because I wanted to fry the onions, add the seasonings, and then I'm gonna add the masonja back into the pot for some frying. Guys, over this process, that's when you can see them like come alive, like they are plumping up. Because when they're dehydrated, they're like this, right? They're like super skinny, and then they get a bit more body when you start frying them and when you start boiling them. So that's where all that high protein comes from. It's so good. I can't believe I hadn't tried it before, but it was really good. Anyway, so for the starch, I obviously had to make pap, and then while the masonja is still boiling, I just prepped the tomato gravy. Very easy. You put oil into the pan, and then that's when you start frying the onion, the green pepper, as well as the garlic. So you put that in a pot. I like to add my seasonings while the veggies are still in the pot because that's when it absorbs all the flavors. So the tomato gravy is there, it's cooking nicely, the masonja are there frying nicely, the pap is looking good. Can you please check? Hey guys, wait till sometimes, but can you see the way I'm handling that pap? Like, pap cannot defeat me. This is like my staple. This is my number one. Everyone at home knows. After you fry the masonja, I fried them for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. You can see them becoming plump, and after that you just add the tomato gravy right into the pot again, just to make sure that all the tomato gravy flavor is going right into the masonja, because we're not having it as a snack. Otherwise we would have it just as is. We're not having it dry, so obviously we put the tomato gravy inside the masonja, and just like that, guys, your meal is done. Yeah, that is my quick prep masonja meal with pap and tomato gravy. If you guys have any recommendations, or maybe a recipe that you know of that you've tried before at home, or you know, like a family secret, please share please share with me in the comment section. I'm open to learning. And of course, notification gang, I see you, we see you, we love you guys. Thank you so much for all the love. Thank you for always watching our videos. We're sending all the love right back, and from me, Solo Ntokozo, we miss you, Mulo. It's all love and light. All by myself. Have to amp myself up. The drama. You put in the work. Mulo, come back.